Alright guys, I'm going to show you how I did this cute little hairstyle on my daughter. I just did it something she wanted to do, some dreads, have fun. We put a little blue hair in it. And I'm going to show you my technique for doing these dreads. Alright, starting with washed, conditioned hair. I keep her hair in sections. You can see there's still some braids left in because I like to do her hair, undo her hair section by section as I'm making the next style. I'm just going to go ahead and go in here and part her hair into the boxes the size that I want them. I did about 1-inch boxes across. I started at the bottom with 4 little braids. Now to make it easier for me for styling, I like to section off the hair, just ever so lightly twisting it so I know where my boxes are so I can go one by one. This is the braiding hair that I used for the base. I just cut it in half, down the middle where the rubber band is, and I went ahead and I sectioned it off to start braiding her hair. Now I use a technique where I take the piece of hair that I'm going to use, it's not a lot of hair that I used, and I section it off into 3 pieces. One section is about 1/3 of the hair, and I wrap that in half over the other section of hair and use that like 3 strands. Then I go in there and I'm gonna try and show you guys the way I do it. This might not be the professional way, this is the way I know how to do it. And I just section the hair off into 3 pieces along with the 3 pieces I'm holding. And I kind of do a underhanded braid as though I'm cornrowing her hair and kind of try to pull it tight to the root to get some tension going. Again, I'm not a professional. This is just the way it's easiest for me to do. If y'all like to show me some better ways to make the braid tighter, I would love to learn. I have no problem with that. But I also hope I can just help somebody maybe get a better technique at it. And then I just twist all the way down into the end of her hair. And I think I'm going to show you guys that one more time. We're just going to go and reverse this. Like I said, I separate it like it's 3 strands, and then I actually attack the hair. I attach it and I take it apart. I know I'm a little messy about it. I was catching all types of hair, but you want to just take it and separate the actual natural hair into 3 sections and make sure it coincides with the braiding hair that you're using. Make sure you've got a good grip on it. And then take one side, I start from the right and I wrap it underneath to the middle of the other 2. And then I take the left side and I do the same thing and wrap it the other way underneath the hair. And I keep doing this from left to right until about 1 inch or 2 down the hair until I start twisting the rest of the way. Because I don't really need it to be braided all the way down her hair, and it's a little bit faster this way. Once you're done that, this is just how long I did it. I did it to the end of her hair, and I went ahead and I clipped it about 1 inch or 2 below her natural hair. And this is all of the hair braided down and twisted. I did some big braids, as you can see, so Now this is with half the hair wrapped. Now I start off with the crochet hook, and I bring about 2 inches worth of the twisting hair through the root like that, and I start to twist down the length of the braid. I should have started a little bit tighter to the root, but I don't want to go too tight to the root because it will leave the roots really stiff and tight, like on the person's scalp. And like I said, just wrapping all the way down. This blue hair was a little bit thinner than the other hair I used in her hair, and it was also a slightly different texture. It was kind of like smoother, so it did move around a lot, and you know, it wasn't as thick, so I should have done it a little bit tighter. Now wrapping all the way down to the end, I kind of tried a few different techniques and different things. I clipped it a little bit more. I wrapped the end that was sticking out. Of course, that's not her real hair. And I pushed it up the other way so that I could wrap the hair that was left over, the blue hair that was left over, so I could also wrap that hair upward the length of her hair until I was almost done with it. Now I clipped a little bit of this hair thinner so that I could take like strands and wrap it. This is what I'm doing here. I'm just clipping it so I can get like thin pieces to wrap it tighter around to kind of seal the hair a little bit in one way. And then I went and burned it and palm rolled it to give it an even better seal. Now the only thing I don't like about burning the hair is that it gives you like these crispy ends and the hair gets stuck together and it snags on everything. So what I ended up doing, and I did this I think to all of them, is I took a little strand of the hair that I was using, and I actually used this, I wrapped it up and down the about 2 inches on the end to kind of seal off and wrap the burnt edge on there, because it just seemed like it like covered all that crusty end. And I palm rolled it again, and the little strand of hair is so easy to just kind of knit itself together, so it kind of stayed. And the finished product is here. Here's it down, and now I'm gonna add some jewelry. I had a nice little spring charmed little hair wrap, so I wrapped that around one end, one around the front, just so it was something cute dangling in her face.
I'm so happy. I got my hair done. Got my hair done. It looks so pretty. I got blue, my favorite color, and I'm putting barrettes. Yeah, barrettes in my hair, which Mommy's doing. And I'm so happy. And I'm going to go have fun with Berkey tomorrow. First we have church, but then we can play all day and eat.
And here are the other charms that I use, some multicolor stuff and some conch shells.
And guys, if you didn't know, I always had these barrettes in my hair every time Mommy braided them too. Hey, shush, silly butt. You wanna say hi? Hi. There she is. You see her face?
Turn around.
Look, guys, it looks so pretty.
Lani, turn around, turn around. Turn it back this way. Turn it back this way. Come, Lani, come.
I'm so happy.
Come.
So, guys, we finally finished, and my hair looks so beautiful. So, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And subscribe. Comment down below if you have dreads. And bye.